Hi viewers, this is Minachandra Maxito. Welcome to my channel. You are watching Ganesh Tutorials. Are you all ready to learn? Let me start the class. In this video, I am going to introduce the new topic, quadratic equation, chapter 4 in 10th standard NCERT Maths. Actually, we all know about the polynomials, right? And in the polynomial, based on the degree, we can categorize few polynomials type. Then based on the powers, we just categorize few polynomials. So based on the terms, it is a monomial. Has a expression which has a polynomial which has a single term. It's a monomial. When it is a double term, two term, it is a binomial. Triple term, that is a three term, that is trinomial. Then more than 3 we call as a polynomial. Even more than 1 also is called as a polynomial, right? So based on the powers, degree, a power should be, that is the overall degree, order should be 1. It's called as a linear. Then the power, the order of the polynomial is 2. We call it as a quadratic equation. Here we should not bother about the terms, right? Then 3, it is cubic polynomial. Power 4, it is a biquadratic polynomial. More than 4, which is called as a 5th order or 6th order equation or 7th order equation based on the powers. Clear? So here it is a quadratic equation. So quadratic equation means we know that a degree of a polynomial 2. So degree of a polynomial is 2. We call it as a quadratic polynomial. So here it is a given equation. So quadratic equation. Equation is nothing but it's equal to 0. For example, 2x squared plus 4x plus 2 equal to 0. Right? So in this polynomial there is an equal sign should be there. It is an equation. So 2 degree, that is the equation degree has 2. We call it as a quadratic polynomial. So we can write the general form of quadratic polynomial. An equation of the form. Which equation? The quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. We all know that it is a general form of a quadratic polynomial. The highest order, that is highest order means the highest power of a term, that is the order. Here it is 2. Here power 1. So in this variable power is 2. So it is a quadratic polynomial. Here it is quadratic equation. Clear? So ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. We know that whereas a, b, c are the real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. Right? When suppose a equal to 0 means in the whole term it becomes a 0. Right? So a into x squared, that is 0 into x squared. 0 into x squared 0. Then we call it as p of x plus c. It is a linear polynomial. Right? So here a should not be a 0. Is called the quadratic equation in x. Clear? In the variable x, in the given quadratic polynomial in variable x. For example, 2x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. One more example. Now, 2x squared plus 5 equal to 0. Now you can tell me it is a quadratic polynomial or not? Yes, it is a quadratic polynomial because the highest order, that is 2. Here the x term is missing. We can, in this one, we can write in the form of 2x squared plus 0x plus 5 equal to 0. Clear? Now we wrote in a general form. So 2x squared is an important one here. So here the degree is 2. So it is called as a quadratic equation. Clear? Here there is an equal symbol. So it is called the equation. So quadratic equation. Clear? And we are all familiar that root. Right? Root and the solution of a polynomial, root of the polynomial, we all know that, right? Let me recall it. Root of the quadratic equation. So root of a quadratic equation, we consider in this polynomial chapter, that is alpha, beta, be the roots of a polynomials, right? Here it is quadratic equation. So a real number alpha is called the root of a quadratic equation. When we call it the alpha is the root of a given equation, the alpha can satisfy the equation, right? So we just consider ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Whereas a not equal to 0, then only it is a quadratic polynomial. If alpha is a root, right? If alpha is a root of this given polynomial, given a alpha squared plus b alpha plus c actually equal to 0. Actually here instead of x value we substituted a alpha. Alpha be any number, right? Any real number. The alpha can satisfy the entire equation which is equal to 0. Then the x value is alpha is called as the solution of the equation. Are you all clear? Actually, the general form of equation, we know that ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. That is a quadratic equation. So instead of x value, we can put some alpha, right? Alpha, it means any real number. So the alpha can satisfy this equation. It means it is when you are solving this equation, it became a 0. Then the alpha is called as the solution of the equation or 0 of a equation. Are you all clear? Clear? Actually, instead of x value, you can substitute any real number. That is here alpha, right? So instead of x is equal to alpha. So instead of x, we can put alpha. So the alpha we can put alpha squared plus beta alpha, b alpha plus c is equal to 0. When the alpha can satisfy the entire equation, it became a 0. That alpha is called as the solution of the given quadratic equation. Are you all clear? Clear? And also the alpha, the solution is called as zeros. Here I mentioned in a note. Should note the 0 of a quadratic polynomial. The zeros of a quadratic polynomial and the root of the quadratic equations are the same. Clear? Root and the zeros are same. Are you all clear? So in this quadratic equation, how many zeros you will get? 2 zeros. Clear? Here it is power 2, so 2 zeros. Clear? There is same thing, root, 2 roots. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Here root it means solution. Are you all clear? Root it means solution or zeros of a polynomial. Clear? In this equation, quadratic equation, it is called as a root. Clear? Any doubt? Here I just consider the quadratic equation x squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Clear? Now I will explain what is the root of this equation. Are you all clear? Now it is a quadratic equation or not? Yes, it is a quadratic equation because the degree 2. So now I will explain from this what is a root or solution or zeros of an equation. Usually how we can find a solution? We can take this as a p of x. The p of x equal to 0. That means the same thing. Now sum of the zeros, it's a quadratic equation, right? So we can write the a value 1, b value 2, c value 1. Clear? So we can multiply a into 1, a into c. So that is 1 into 1, 1, then 2. Clear? It means that is b value alone. That is 2. So how we will find out the factors? Actually, when you want to find out the zeros, first we can find out the factors. Then from this factor we can find out the zeros, right? So now we can find the factors. You can use a middle term splitting method. Otherwise, this one is a very easiest one, right? In this method, I will explain in this chapter 2, right? I taught this method already. So now it means when you are multiplying, it became a 1. When you are adding, it became a 2. So which are the two numbers? Clear? You should find out the two numbers. When you are adding, the number became a 2. When you are multiplying, the number became a 1. So which are the two numbers? 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now you can add it. What it is? You can add it. 2. Multiply it. 1 ones are 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So now you can write x plus 1. Here also x plus 1. Now we find out the factors. Clear? So the same thing. X plus 1 into x plus 1 equal to 0. Clear? Now we can find out the zeros of the equation. Very easiest one. You can equal the factors to 0. Then you can get the zero of equation. That is a solution. So x plus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. Either one should be a 0. So x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1. So alpha is equal to minus 1. Beta is equal to minus 1. Clear? Any doubt? So here alpha and beta are the zeros of a quadratic equation. Otherwise here we call it as a root of the given equation. Are you all clear? Any doubt? I hope in this video you make clear about the problem. Thank you for watching my video. If it is any doubt, you can ask me in a comment.